Trick or treat. It's my cauldron. It's a real iron one. And I was giving out Reese's and Snickers. I ain't fucking around. I handing out no job-ass sugar chews. like schmo down the street. I went over to this girl's house to say hi, like a couple of doors down, because I heard her like saying to the other neighbors, like, oh, I left my door open, but none of the kids came over. They all came into my house. And so I ran over to her house thinking I would trick or treat and like say hi in my witch costume. She just seemed confused. I was like, hi, trick or treat. I live, over across the way. I just thought I'd say hi. And she was like, still confused. I was like, you gonna trade some candy? And she still seemed like, I was like, yeah, I just heard you say nobody came over, so I just thought I'd come by. And it was just super awkward, and I just kept pushing, and then finally she was like, said she knew the other people over there, and then she knew them by name, my next door neighbors across the wall. I'm like, maybe it's too much. Not for everyone. That's okay. Hi! I realized yesterday that I forgot to tell you guys the recipe for the perfect s'mores. But yeah, so today I went out for a walk in the forest, and it was like so fall-y, and it was like kind of rainy, and I had this like kind of golden fall yellow dress on, and I had my wool plaid like wrap. I felt like Claire Frazier from Outlander, like roaming through the wet forest of Scotland. And it was awesome. It's very fall-y. And then I actually kind of pushed it tight. I needed to like rush home and hurry up and get into my witch outfit to receive the children. And I thought I had time to run to the store and get like stuff for dinner, because I wanted to make, my sister gave me like one of those like pumpkin pasta sauces. She was like, I just got a bunch and I couldn't find gluten-free pasta, so here's one. It's like, oh, cool. So I got some like tortellini and ravioli, but I had to run out really quick, and like the children were already starting to stir in the streets. I was like, no, I've got to like drive down my main street, and it's like a huge thoroughfare for trick-or-treaters, because it's like all these historical mansions. And Ernest Scared Stupid, that 80s, early 90s movie with that weird guy Ernest, it was filmed in East Nashville. So we have a very like movie level like neighborhood for Halloween. So I love it. So I get so excited. So I was like trying to like rush through, but I got to like drive through all the trick-or-treaters starting to come out on Eastland, and then like ran in the store super fast, and I got everything, and like tried to come home super fast, but like really slow, not to hit the trick-or-treaters, but to enjoy them and like wave. They're so cute. And then I got home in time to get all of my trick-or-treaters, and they were really happy, and I burned some incense and some candles outside, because we're all dealing with the city is like working on all the water pipes, so our neighborhood has had to deal with like sewage issues, like just like the wafting fumes. So yeah, that put a little bit of a damper on things, but everybody just pushed through. But yeah, everybody's cute. Lots of little witches on my street this year, and some Harry Potter witches as well. Super cute. So yeah, I was almost about to eat this on camera. I took s'more stuff over to my sister and her wife's last night. We watched Hocus Pocus and ate chili and made s'mores. And I discovered last year that the best way to make s'mores is to get the graham crackers with the cinnamon and sugar sprinkled on top, like that make like a crusty like texture. You have to get those. And I think that it's like Honeywell, or I don't know. I don't know the brand, but just make sure it says real cinnamon, and not like this just like bland cracker. So get the nice cinnamon and sugary graham cracker. And then you want to get the giant marshmallows that are humongous. If you can't find those, just get a whole bunch of regular ones. But try to get the big giant ones, because then you just need the one, and it fits perfectly on the cracker. And you want to get, for your chocolate, this is the big key. This is the key part. You want to get Ghirardelli squares filled with caramel. And so you have your graham cracker. You take the mallow, you put it on the graham. Say a lot. So yeah, so you want to get your marshmallow like nice and charred on the outside, like burnt to a crisp, and the big giant ones will get to where like you'll get like a nice layer of like marshmallow cream, but the inside is like warm and soft all the way through, but it's still like fluffy and like squishy and bouncy, like one of those plushy stuffed animals. They're so messy, like you will have stuff all over you. Just commit to it, and there's you'll need like wet wipes, but trust me, once you've had s'mores like this, you'll never have them another way. And I personally prefer them open face instead of like another cracker on top, because it just gets too hard for me and it's like all crumbs, but you know, you do what you have to do. Okay, y'all, I'm excited about our cards for Halloween and the next day. So we got Cauldron again. Y'all, Magick is cooking. Cauldron. The Magick is cooking. We got bambrack, which is a traditional bread. It's like a blessing bread that they make on Samhain, which has like charms and stuff hidden inside of it, and you slice it, and like whatever object you have in your slice like is like your fortune for like whatever you get for the year. So this is about this is synergy and healing. This is sweetness and synergy. And then we got Skull of Light, illumination. So I think what's happening here is that because we've been making these shifts and changes, it's really activated, like the illumination has happened. It's really activated a lot of revelation and insight for people. Like I've talked to a bunch of people this week that have just had like major breakthrough moments, and maybe they're in the middle of an awakening and it's now starting to get uncomfortable. They're like, holy shit, like all of this is so overwhelming, but it's not going to be overwhelming forever. It's just that you're realizing it. It's like that Scorpio energy. It's like we were talking about, like, if you've already been doing the homework, you're going to feel the rebirth. If you haven't already, and this is like your big moment, you may be feeling like a death season, but that's okay. It's not going to last forever. It's like something that's necessary to go through these emotions and these feelings and process the stuff coming through, so that when spring comes around, you're ready for the rebirth, right? And you know, 6 months from now. So don't be afraid. Really surrender to the process. Allow the transformation to happen. Allow yourself to explore and discover like all of these things coming up from the subconscious, these patterns that are coming to light, maybe things that have been hidden or like that weren't known to you previously are coming out into the open now. So hold on, strap in, hold on tight. The illumination is coming upon us. And you know, if you're in that rebirth phase right now, it's very exciting and you're feeling like, wow, I see the light. It's all so clear now. Like you're just like transcending all of the things that have been holding you and tethering you down and making you feel weighted and dense. Those are all just like falling away, and you're really feeling like uplifted. So the healing is happening in that cauldron, and it's creating this like dark and fertile space for magic to happen and things to be cooking and brewing, right? Like things are happening, things are brewing, things are cooking, and there's blessing on the way, and sustenance and sweetness and good things and treats. It's not just tricks. Treats are coming. Really hot, warm, like pumpkin bread kind of treats. So I'm feeling really good. I feel like this is another like message that just reinforces that whole feeling last week of like, there's almost like a countdown to like a surprise coming, like a tick, 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 tick. And I feel it. And this is another one of those like reinforcements. It's like the blessings are on the way. It's like it's cooking. It's in the oven and it's almost ready. Like the illumination is happening. The new timeline is starting. It's just that this is going to be like the kind of like, we're going to start seeing previews for the new season, teasers for the movie. Oh, I caught the trailer. Oh, it looks so great. Oh, I saw an interview. You know, you're getting like little hints about what you might be looking forward to in this next season of your life, in this next, you know, chapter, in this next sequel of the movie, right? So, you know, over like as we round out the year, it's like just surrender and like let the transformation do its thing and release and enjoy the rest of the year, wind down, reflect, wind things up, tighten things up, and finish things off on a high note, and just celebrate all that's come, because right now we're just sort of like finishing out, we're getting ready to start the next story. But when it starts, I think it's going to be like through December, it's going to be like a really slow opening credits, but it's going to be one of those opening credits sort of like that tell a lot, like you give you a lot of hints and clues about what's to come, you know, and it's like very like artsy and cool to watch, so you don't feel like you've wasted time. But it, you know, so expect like kind of a beginning that feels like it's like what is it gonna, is something gonna start, and then all of a sudden you're gonna be like, oh, okay, we're into the plot now. And I think that is gonna feel like once we get into 2023 in January, I really feel like things are going to start moving forward at quite a click. I just think that right now we are in like the beginning of the beginning of the beginning. Hints and teasers at the beginning, and then we're gonna have like a nice like stretched out title sequence to look forward to. But it's going to kind of like, just try to not be impatient. Try to enjoy the journey. Try to enjoy the building suspense. Try to enjoy the whole experience of each step of feeling your life transforming, feeling yourself transforming, and enjoy the sweetness of the moment, because it's like it'll be gone tomorrow, right? So be in the now and enjoy the now, and just enjoy the building excitement. Like I can feel good things happening, big things coming, and I feel like 2023 is going to be a big implementing year. And I know that we're like, because like all of 2022, I feel like we've all been working so hard and trying so hard to change and really trying to put that into use. And so we're like, when are we going to start seeing results? When are we going to start seeing something, you know, the gear just turn? And I think it's coming. So hold on tight. We've got cauldron, we have synergy and healing. We've been healing, so we've been offloading a lot of the heaviness, and I think it's been elevating us. And we are coming into vibrational harmony with our higher self, with the higher plan, with a higher influence, with divine plan that plays out. So that's good. It's like we're getting into the vortex, so to speak. And we are activating a catalyst of magnetism that is going to be drawing good things that are going to be in affinity with like the new self that we are becoming. But we have to stay aware and stay present and stay conscious of the life that we want to build now, and the new person that we have to be in order to be able to create and sustain and be in the new life that we want to build for ourselves, and the new self that we want to be, right? And it's just a more expanded version of the perfection we already are, just a work in progress. All right, well, y'all, happy Halloween. I hope you have a good rest of your night. I am going to eat some good pasta and probably watch like a Halloween movie and just chill, and then maybe go to bed early because I'm tired. Take advantage of this good night off to get some good sleep. All right, y'all, be good, but not too good. Ciao.